Hello, everybody. Welcome to Inside the Nest. I'm Emery Schuler.
I'm Madeline Thomas.
And today we are joined by none other than Alex Smith and Drew Huff. How do y'all feel to be here?
Privileged.
It's surreal. It doesn't feel real, to be honest. 23-0 is crazy.
Okay, Drew Tuff. How did that nickname come into play?
I don't really know. It first started when we were playing Hunt at home. Will Dahl, we were playing, and he said there's just a bunch of kids around his school calling me Drew Tuff, and then the next day at school I started getting called Drew Tuff. And then one day at church before I was filming a Man Up conference video, Tyler Weeks was like rapping in the hallway. He's like, I'm with Drew Huff. He's also Drew Tuff. He's Drew more than enough. So now that's my nickname also. Drew Huff, Drew Tuff, Drew more than enough.
You know, it's crazy. At my job, people are calling him Drew Tuff. People that go to Hunt are calling him Drew Tuff. They're like, yo, Drew Tuff. He scored today. And it's like, bro, it's crazy. That's not even just at school.
Yeah, it's spreading really fast.
Do you like the nickname, or do you prefer something else?
Oh, I'm fine with it. Drew Tuff's. It's a cool nickname.
You're talking about Pastor Weeks, Pastor Tyler.
Yeah.
The whole Flow family. They're always out at like every single game. Is it like cool seeing all y'all support?
Yeah, it's actually like amazing that we have like, even now that the school's behind us, community's behind us, and now we got the whole First PH church after us. Tyler's looked after us, not only this season, but last season, him and Dylan and Pastor Bill and like all them were giving us food before games and stuff like that. So it's like awesome.
Yeah, they're some of the nicest people we know. I started going last year, and ever since then, they've been some of the most welcoming people and some of the most supportive, coming out to our games, even, you know, if it's cold, the rainy games. Senior night, you know, the weather wasn't the greatest. They still made it out there supporting us. It was amazing.
Yeah, the last game, they were very supportive.
They were hype.
Horns.
Very hype, yeah.
How do y'all feel about the horns? I hated them.
That was my parents.
I know. I saw
my
Nick out there.
mom and dad were. I was like, we need more noise. We need y'all to be louder to keep us going. They were like, okay. And so I was like, do what you have to do. And at the next game, she has a box. There's like 20 horns in there, just handing them out, and I just hear it every time. It's pretty good though.
And also the crazy thing is, ever since the beginning of playoff, Mr. Cook's been going out there and getting our crowd rowdy.
Y'all's number one hype man.
Hey, we need that though. If it's a great having support behind you, having noise.
Gives you energy to play.
They may not notice it, but it gives you energy when everyone's loud.
The day after the last game, Mr. Cook came into school and he couldn't talk.
Yeah,
he
his
had
voice
lost
was
his
gone.
voice because he was cheering so hard.
That's crazy. Yeah, he's always out there. You can hear him other side of the field. I'll be like taking pictures. I'm on like the complete opposite side, and I can hear y'all screaming. I'm surprised y'all can hear like y'all's coach talking to y'all.
That was actually a thing we had to talk about at practice, was listening to his voice over the crowd's voice, because when it's so loud behind him, it's hard to hear him across the field because everyone's so loud. So we had to talk about, you know, listening to him over everybody else.
How is this level of support different from the beginning of the regular season?
I feel like at the beginning of the regular season, that's just like practice. Then once you get to like towards the end of the season when it really matters, you get as much support as you can to hype your team up for playoffs because it's win or go home. Mm-hmm. So I feel like this is a big impact on us.
That last game was like crazy. Were you at the game?
I was not at the game.
It was so crazy.
I haven't been to a single soccer game this season.
You got to go to the one
Crazy.
tomorrow.
I am. I'm going to the one tomorrow. The whole cheer team's going.
Oh, dang. I'm going to the one if y'all win Tuesday. Well, when y'all win Tuesday. I'm going all the way out to Greensboro. Take photos for y'all.
I hope we have a bus with a whole bunch of people coming. I hope the school does that.
Yeah.
Every activity bus bring 200 people, 300 people.
Tyler did say, not 100% sure this confirmed, but the First PH church is getting on like 3 buses and all of them are coming to the game.
Oh, my gosh.
Have you seen the venue we're playing at?
Dude, it's crazy.
It is crazy. I saw it.
We're supposed to be getting a charter bus to go there. I know that. So I'm excited to ride on a charter bus.
If we go back to the first game of the season, did you think that you guys were going to get this far?
Okay, to clarify, the first game of the season, we talk about a jamboree or normal regular season?
Normal regular season.
Okay. We're at North Lenore High School. We're playing, and including myself, I was really, really nervous, and I kind of forgot how to play soccer. I was tripping over the ball. I couldn't pass 5 yards. I just forgot how to play a sport I've been playing for like 15 years. So it's like 20 minutes, maybe 15 minutes in. We're losing 1-0, and Maddox scored a goal, and we're all down. And then I thought this season was not going to go good at all. I thought we were, like, heads down after we're losing 1-0 first game of the season. Then after that kind of, like, woke us up, realized that we actually got to, like, play. There's so much talent on this team that we need to lock in. And then we started scoring goals after goals after goal. And then I kept, like, lifting myself up, and I felt good. But at first, I thought that this was going to be a rough season. But, like, you know, it comes with hills, ups, and downs throughout the season. But this season's been incredible. This team's the most talented team I've probably ever played on.
Is that how you felt, Alex?
Yeah, we had goals set, and we split up the season into 3 seasons, but we had goals, and we would joke about going 20-0 in the regular season. But I don't know how many people actually took it seriously at the beginning. I mean, going back to the Jamboree, even though it's practice games, we didn't really look amazing, and people were kind of not – they didn't see us going as far as we did. And even myself, I did not see us going 20-0 regular season. But as we started winning, and then we went to Raleigh, and
We competed with some really good teams.
we beat a team. We beat 2 teams that were, like, solid, and I was like, dang, we're actually really good this year. And I was like, if we can stay up to our level that we just did today, we have a significant chance to go really far. And so far, we're living out
What we dreamed of.
yeah, in the playoffs.
How does it feel to have these new freshmen? You have a good amount of freshmen on the team this year, don't you?
Yeah, I think like
Freshmen,
6 or 7.
sophomores. You have a good amount of underclassmen. How does it feel to be able to set them up for their future years going up?
I feel like it's it's amazing, but like as these seniors graduate, I feel like I don't know if Aycock will ever be this good or go this far or even go 20+0 ever again. I just don't see it.
Do you feel like next year's team is like a good team, or do you think it's gonna be like gonna need to build back up?
Next year team will be like they'll be good. They just need to find the missing pieces, like the seniors that are leaving, younger classmen need to step up, which I feel like Adrian Summers, Dennis, Adam, Morgan, Nathan, Warner, like those younger kids that get small minutes and get subbed into the game, they'll have a huge impact on the season next year.
Yeah, 'cause there's like a lot of seniors playing on the field like always, so it's like
Yeah, there's normally all of us starting, but Manny, and then this playoffs, Manny has an important role. He comes onto the field, marks people, he gets us set. Even though he doesn't start, but he is an amazing leader on the team, even though he's not a captain. He's just, when he goes out there, he does his job perfectly, doesn't complain about it, doesn't do anything, he gets it done. So, yeah.
it's kind of off topic, but you made
Yeah.
sorry, this is so off topic, but like you made a 6'7" joke, and I just want to say every single episode somebody has made a 6'7" joke, like whether it's been a guest or me. I don't know, that's so random, but
It's a big thing in like elementary schools. Like kids are getting punished for making 6'7"
I
jokes.
know.
Like teachers are having to make real rules. If you say 6'7", that like you can't.
And it's crazy because it means absolutely nothing.
It's
absolutely.
just numbers, bro.
Actually, on Urban Dictionary.
Oh my
it means
gosh!
something
Oh my
really
gosh.
bad.
No. Okay,
So I'm
if
not
you
gonna-
look it up,
look
it
it up
does.
if
Don't
you
look
want
it up.
to.
I'm not looking
No.
at
I
it.
It's-
don't think I want to look.
That was somebody giving it a meaning that it didn't have. It's just 6 and 7.
Yeah, Drew Huff, Drew Tuff, Drew more than enough. Just going to keep it at numbers.
Yeah.
Actually, I do want to ask you a question.
Okay.
What is the significance of your jersey number?
That's an amazing question. All right. So I grew up in Massachusetts. My dad played at Ludlow High School. And throughout his whole career, before that, even though he played for the Pioneers, which was a club team that I played for, throughout the whole years, his number was 17. Then my brother came along. He played at Ludlow High School also. 17. 17 across the whole family. Everyone wore 17. My first ever number was 13. When I was a little kid, I chose 13. And then as I grew up, I started realizing, like seeing pictures and my dad talking about it and my brother, they all wore 17. So when I got to maybe the 3rd grade, I played on Ludlow, which is like a town team. I played, and then from there, I wore the number 17 from now on. So it's just generations of family wearing it, basically.
That's cool.
Got a question
I
for
didn't
you.
know that.
You changed your number this year. Why did you change your number?
So freshman year, I came in, and obviously, not being one of the older people, kind of just had to pick a number, and I was like, I guess 15 is a cool number, but as I kind of developed as a player, And I was like, I don't know. I don't think, for some reason, 15 just didn't fit for how I felt like I played. And so this year, 16 became available, and I took it because I like that number. And my favorite player, or one of the best players in my position in the world, wears that number. I was like, if I want to play like him, the best thing I can do is wear his number.
Good answer.
I didn't know any of that.
Me neither. Who's this person?
His name is Rodri. He plays for Manchester City.
Oh, cool.
He was voted best player in the world last year.
Do y'all like watch soccer, or just play it?
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, like, for me, the soccer I watch is, like, in class, I'll watch highlights of games. But, like, if it's, like, a World Cup final, World Cup playoff games, a UCL final, Champions League final, like, a FA Cup, I watch that because that's, like, the most intense game. It's, like, for a trophy.
I watch it all the time. I watch my favorite team every weekend or whenever they play, whether it's on a weekday or something. So, yeah, I'm a pretty big fan of watching it.
Soccer's like really big in your life, isn't it? 'Cause, like, don't you like ref soccer, all that?
Yeah, soccer might be the biggest thing in my life, to be honest. Because reffing, playing, thinking about it, well, yeah, but obviously besides God. But all my time consumption is soccer.
How long has your dad coached you for?
It's been about, like...
Just say it. Just say it.
No, sorry, guys. We're laughing because I made a reference about saying 6'7", but it's not really 6'7". It's been, like, 10 years, maybe. A little bit. It's definitely over 8 years because when I was in Massachusetts, him and my best friend, Braden Marta, which he's really good at soccer. He plays in Massachusetts. And his dad, Paul, and my dad have coached me at Ludlow. Then my dad was the assistant coach when I played on Mutiny in Massachusetts for 5 years. And then when I came here, he has not coached me for a travel ball team since I moved here, but he's coached me for high school for 4 years. So it's a little bit over 8 years.
How do you think that your soccer career would have been different if your dad hadn't ever coached you?
I wouldn't be the player I am today. Like, when I lived in Massachusetts, soccer there was way more competitive than it is here. Because, like, down here, you got baseball and, like, football. That's, like, a bigger sport than soccer. But in Massachusetts, everyone was all about soccer. And my dad pushed me to be the player I am today. Like, I don't think, like, he'd make me train longer, practice longer. When I didn't want to play soccer, he'd make me go practice soccer. So I just feel like he motivated me and pushed me to be who I am today, so I don't think I'd be the same player I am without him.
I can say that as well. He's not my dad, but he's probably been the best coach I've ever had. I was a freshman. I wasn't really a good player at all. But coming into the team that I came into and the leadership, and then Coach Rich, the motivation he gives you, the passion he gives you, and his coaching, it just brings something out of you because he cares about the team, and he doesn't talk about it like a team. He talks about it like a family, and it's so much easier to develop when you're around your family instead of being around people you don't know like that.
Yeah, he coaches everyone like it's their son. Like, even I know I'm his son, but like he treats everyone on the team the same. He'll speak to you the same way he'll speak to everyone else. He'll criticize you the same way he speaks to everyone else. He just coaches that way because he wants the best for you.
Is he gonna like stay here next year even though you're leaving, or is he leaving too?
I have no idea, but the one thing I can say, most likely if I go play college like 2 hours away or further, I don't think he would want to coach because he'd want to see me play college soccer. Mm-hmm. But I think if it's somewhere like reasonable, local, like hour maybe, I think he'll still coach. Just got to see how much love he still has for the game.
So, Drew, your head coach is your dad. How do you feel about your assistant coach?
I feel my assistant coach is my older brother, Dom, which he's coached me since my freshman year also, and he pushes me the same way as my dad because I'll never forget this. One day at practice, my dad was talking to my brother, and then it was my sophomore year, and my dad was becoming a little bit soft, and my brother walked up to my dad and said, "Yo, why are you becoming so soft? You never coached like this before. You need to, like, wake up." So that was a wake-up call for my dad my sophomore year, and I just think that it's amazing having my brother and my dad as a coach, because not only are they family, I've lived with them my whole life, they both want the best for me, so they both push me as hard as they can.
So going off of that, last game in the team huddle after, something he said, something that stuck with me. He was like, so if Drew wins, I'll be the only one in the family that didn't win a state championship as a player. And I was thinking about that. It's like, what does that mean to you, that he wants you? Because he was like, I want to be the only one. So what does that mean to you, that?
That means he told me that even before the game. He told me that we were on the phone and he was calling. He was asking like how I feel about the game and if I'm healthy and stuff like that. He said, the crazy thing is, I just thought about is what you said, that he'll be the only one in the family without a ring. And I just feel like it's just so much encouragement that your own brother wants to see you have way much more success than you, because he's choosing to say that by saying he wants me to be way more successful than he was. He wants to see me become a better player and grow better and become better. So, that was just amazing. I just didn't expect him to say that.
Yeah, that was amazing. And he's done a lot for the team. Even my freshman year, it was the only time I really was coached by him until he left and went to school. But that was kind of what reignited like me wanting to play soccer, because my middle school
refocused you a lot.
Yeah, and the amount of hard work that he put into the team, and he like induced hard work into the team. People wanted to work just because he was coaching. He was pushing us, and it was the reason I came back for a second year, even though I didn't really play that much.
Do you see yourself following in your family's footsteps and coaching soccer at some point?
Yeah, that probably will happen eventually. Maybe when I have like a kid in the future or something like that, gotta prospect Ronaldo right there.
I honestly want to coach. I want to coach as well, to be honest.
Yeah, I probably will coach. You never know where my future is going to lead me. I might be playing pro soccer. I might be playing semi-pro soccer, and then maybe the team I play for in the future wants me to coach for them. You never know what's going to happen in the future.
Whenever I'm reffing like little kids, like 11-year-olds, I think about like if I have a kid, I want to coach them all the way from 11 years old until like 18 and take a team and see how far I can take them and see how far I can take my kid.
I can lead off like coaching, for example. My travel coach at Clinton High School, Danny Walsh, he's been coaching me for almost 4 years now, 3.5 years. And I joined this group of boys in the spring of my freshman year of 2022. And the group that I joined him consists of Holden, James, Brent, Camden, Cullen, all like kids that I play with now that are at Clinton High School. Danny told us that next year is our year if we really want it, because he's been coaching all them kids since they were about like 7 to 10 years old. All of them have been with him, so it's like special to see that Danny's been coaching the same group of kids and been successful all those years with kids that he's grew up coaching. So it's like sad to see them. He'll be sad whenever they leave, but it's amazing to see how much success he's had with the same group of kids. So I'm excited to like do that if I was coaching. Just take a group of kids and see how far I could go.
So let's talk about the big subject here, the winning goal. How did that feel after double overtime?
During the game, we kind of came out flat. Our goalie made a couple unlucky mistakes, and we were down quickly. But one thing our coaches preached all season is that we have the talent, but it's about
how you implement it.
Yeah, it's about how we can put it into the game and use our heart and our minds. And we go down 2-0, and the first thing we do, instead of yelling at each other, arguing, which we've done in past years, we pick the ball up and we go score 2 goals and we equalize. And that was a big moment. And going into halftime, we're talking about it. And then second half, we go down again. And again, we equalize. And then when we go into overtime, we go out and our coach is like, we have so many throw-ins. We have to get one in the net. We have to score one, anything off a set piece.
First throw of the game.
And we go in, and as I'm walking to the net, I know it sounds corny, but I was telling myself, I was like, it's now or never. And he throws the ball. I head it. I see it go in. And I don't know, I kind of just lost it because we just won. That's the biggest game that we've won
Yeah, the celebration we had to talk before the game. We said whoever scores take their jersey off. We're going
Yeah.
crazy.
I saw that on, I think, News Argus.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, what is he doing? That was funny.
So that was planned, or was that just heat of the moment?
Okay, for him, probably heat of the moment. But I said if I scored in the huddle, I'm taking my jersey off.
Okay.
As I'm celebrating, I fell. Like, if you watch the film back, somebody tripped me. I got up immediately, shirt comes off, go slide in the corner. And the most amazing thing, everybody runs to the corner to celebrate with us.
Yeah, it's
Like,
just crazy.
Damn, that
Hey,
was crazy.
huge
Everybody
shout out
ran.
to Aiden Goalie from Northern Nash. I watched the film. He's the first person to run on the field, and he hesitated to run on from the field. But hey, love that support from Aiden.
Yeah, like it was crazy. Cause I remember I was sitting there, everybody jumps up, runs on the field, and comes and surrounds y'all. And I was like, are they allowed to do this? But I mean, whatever. Who cares?
Felt like I was at a professional game and they won and people were streaking the field. That's what it
Right.
felt like.
That was.
And in that big group of people, Coach Rich found me, and he said, "Let's go," and he hugged me, and I was like, "Dude, what just happened? What did we just do?" And I'm just thinking about it now. That could be the goal that wins us a state championship.
Could be.
It could be the goal.
He could do it next game. You never know.
How are you going to bring that same energy to tomorrow's game?
I feel like the energy comes from everyone because, like, saying it again, I feel like this team's God-gifted. This is God's team. Like, ever since the beginning of the season when Tyler prayed over the whole team for the whole year, then 9 of us started going to Sunday every day. Then it was 12 of us. And then recently at Man Conference, that 16 kids went. 16 out of 23 kids showed up. So I feel like this team's it's just God's team. Like, everyone's surrounding us with everything that's, like, good for us.
You feel like y'all are like connected, like a family.
Yes, I
Y'all
feel
definitely-
like this is the most connected team.
Y'all like
I've ever
connected
had, yeah.
in your faith.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is the first year I can say that we haven't had a problem with
Arguing
and bringing each other down
yeah.
in games when someone makes a mistake, and it just comes from, I mean, at the game before each overtime, before each half, we prayed, just because we're trying to stay with God, because at the end of the day, it's God's plan what happens, and we're trying to be a God-led team.
Yeah, the first person I ran to after Alex scored was Pastor Tyler, and I gave him a hug.
Yeah, he talked about that. I went to Flo on Wednesday, and he was talking about that. He was like, Drew Tuff, Drew more than enough. He came up to me, and he was like, I loved getting to, like, see that I'm inspirational for him or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Love that guy.
He's been supporting us for over a year. I mean, he's there in the film last year when we won. He's there here this year. He's probably one of the biggest supporters we have.
I got a question for you. Both of you, actually.
us?
Yeah. So since this is your first podcast on sports, how did you guys think about questions asked differently than all the other podcasts you've had?
Actually, our first episode was about sports,
Okay, well.
but it was definitely
First about soccer, though.
first about
Okay,
soccer. First about
soccer.
an undefeated team this year.
Yeah, there we go. First about one of our better sports.
I think okay, no, this is not. I feel like this might be a little outrageous to say, but I mean, I hate that our football team was kind of had a gap year this year, not so good. But I've loved that it's kind of given soccer a
The
time to
spotlight,
shine,
yeah.
the
Yeah, give
spotlight.
us a
They really had
spotlight.
their
Because,
spotlight
like,
this
football's won conference, 2 out of 4 years since I've been here? Or, yeah, 2 out of 4 years?
2 out of 4, yeah.
They won it my freshman
It was
year.
freshman in last year.
And junior year. And for us to, like, finally get our spotlight after winning conference freshman, sophomore, and junior year, now I feel like 4 times in a row we're actually, I mean, we're making a deep run in the playoff. Everyone's coming out, but I feel like I'm glad that this year, my senior year, everyone's starting to realize that soccer is actually a real sport and everyone wants to come out and watch it at Aycock.
I feel like, I feel like I've always kind of been like a hater on soccer, but this year coming out to y'all's games and stuff, I was like, I love this so much. I would much rather come to a soccer game than
Yeah,
a football
the
game.
atmosphere is way different.
Way different. I love it. Y'all are so like supportive of each other and like I don't know. There's just a whole connection with the whole thing. Everybody is uplifting everybody.
Yeah.
I think for brainstorming questions, like you said, I went off you and your, because I saw that flow, was it a flow video that you did?
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
Drew Tuff, Drew more
Man
than enough.
conference.
And when I was planning this podcast,
That was the first
that
question
was
you
my
thought
first
of?
question. Just where did Drew Tuff come from?
Yeah, that's what
And
I
that
was
just
thinking of.
spiraled everything else. I didn't need any other questions because that one was just so unique that it would spiral everything else.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of it's just kind of bouncing off of what you've been talking about. Not really. We don't really plan that much. We plan maybe like 5 questions.
Oh, all right. Just had to ask a question for y'all.
Going back to, you said, how are we going to bring the energy off of last game? And I feel like we kind of have to realize that we're not the best team when we don't play our game. Because we go back to Raleigh when we played teams I didn't think we had a chance to beat, at least. And we go out and we show how we can play. And that shows how we play when we're up against a hard competition. And last night, a lot of us probably underestimated how good they were just because we look at their schedule and we thought they were weak. But we go in and they show us that regardless of your schedule, if you have a good team, you have a good team. And so going into tomorrow, we know they're a good team that hopefully will bring out something in us that we haven't seen in a little while because of the maybe nerves that we have about how good they are, but not nerves about the game, or how we think the game will be difficult.
Well, I feel like, what I could say about energy is, like, energy for me, like, this whole season was based off of last year. Last year, I was so eager to beat the school record in goals, and I was so focused on scoring goals, winning games. But towards the end of the season, when we played West Johnson, I was too focused on beating the school record instead of playing as a team, so I took selfish chances. So I feel like this year I didn't really care about I cared about beating the record, but I didn't really care about doing that because I knew if I played with the team would build off of me, and I would be the guy that they would always look to, even like last year. So
we haven't talked about that, the beating the school record.
Yeah.
We have not.
When did you beat? You beat it a couple games ago,
Yeah.
so it's like it's gone up and up.
I beat the school record second round. It was a pass from Dennis Graham, and I cut in and shot with my left foot and scored.
What was the previous school record?
And 36 goals in one season.
And what are you at?
I have 40 right now.
There we go.
I also beat the assist record. It was Peyton Blaylock my sophomore year. He had 28 assists. I got my second round. I broke it also right after I scored my goal. I got the ball, turned, and played Adrian a long ball, and he scored. And that brought me to 29 assists, and I'm sitting at 31 assists right now. I broke the most points in one season, which is like your goals and your assists together. Goals are 2 points, assists are 1 point. And the person who had that before was Connor Pivovarsky. He was my role model when I was a freshman and sophomore, so I really looked up to him. I think he had 94 or 84, something like. No, I think he had 90. He had 90 points, and I'm at like 112, something like that.
How does that feel?
It feels amazing, but like the way I look at it is like people don't say I'm good or people say I'm this or that, and they just overlook me. I'm humble. Last year I'd say I was arrogant and cocky, but this year I just say anything that's arrogant and cocky, I just say is confidence, because like this whole team has my back no matter what. So I feel like it was a big boost. Like I just let my stats talk this year. I don't say anything else.
How does it feel to potentially be like the first? Wait, is it like the first, right? The first team to win states.
This would be we're the first team to ever go to regional finals.
Mm-hmm. That was
It's the first ever team to make it past the third round. First ever team to win
crazy.
a fourth round playoff game.
How does it feel to make history in like so many different
Ways
in one season?
It's crazy because if you look back, we've had some pretty good teams throughout the years. And obviously, being the people that will be remembered for who knows how long, until maybe 10, 15 years, a new team comes through and they're outstanding and they go farther, as far as we did or farther. But the goal obviously is to finish the season with a perfect record, which would put us permanently in history books. And so if we can close out this season and be the last team, the last change in the history books, that would be amazing. And also, I wanted to say for Drew, going off of last season compared to this season, he's more than doubled his assists, which just tells you the type of player he's changed into.
That is true.
What was the biggest thing in changing your mindset?
The biggest thing in changing my mindset from junior year to senior year was probably my junior year. After Connor left, my mindset was to the role model that I look up to my sophomore year mainly was Connor. And looking off of that, I knew I had a chance to become better than Connor and beat his records. That was my motive, was to see how I could really compete without Connor, a person I looked up to, a person I watched and learned how to do stuff. So junior year was all about seeing how well I could become better than Connor. And then senior year was seeing how better I could become from myself from my junior year. So I feel like I pushed myself. This team pushed me a lot to become who I am, and also my dad as the coach.
Connor's little brother on the team?
Yeah, Adam P.
Adam?
Varsity.
Yeah.
That's
Adam's
what I
a
was,
sophomore, yeah.
Yeah.
How does it feel to have your role model's little brother on the team now?
It feels amazing because now, I mean, some people hate him for saying it and stuff because they're like, oh, you glazed Drew, oh, you glazed that. But I tell them, when I was in his shoes as a sophomore, I looked up to his brother. So this is like amazing privilege to have the role model I looked up to when I was younger, and now having his little brother look up to me. It was amazing because this year he's like the same person as me. Freshman year, he had 0 goals, 5 assists. That's exactly what I had my freshman year. Sophomore year, I had 18 goals and 15 assists. He hasn't made that, but I think his junior year will be his breakout year. But this year was something special for me and hopefully him, because I got the assist for his first ever goal against Rocky Mount. I passed him the ball and he scored. So I feel like,
It's like a full circle moment.
yeah, I felt like a proud dad in that moment.
We should talk about the new podcast room.
The new podcast room. You.
It's about like 100 degrees in here.
Wait.
There's a bookshelf.
If you didn't know, all of our previous podcasts have been recorded in the library. Now we have a brand new podcast room that we're all in. It's still
A work in progress.
It's a work in progress.
We're going to
For
get there.
sure.
Definitely better than when we started. But, I mean, how do y'all feel about being the first people in the podcast room filming?
I did not know that, to be honest. I did not know we had a new room. I just like the color of the walls.
Very blue.
Nice and blue, school colors. But it's nice. I'm just happy to be on the podcast. I didn't even expect to get asked to do anything like this. I just kind of expected it to be Drew, because obviously he's kind of the face of the team, but I'm just happy to be on here.
Yeah, I kind of saw the podcast room on Friday. I was helping Joseph put it together, but I can say it was not this hot when I got here on Friday and looked at this room.
Our AC is broken, if you didn't know, in here. It's kind of
Toasty.
awful.
I feel like a burnt marshmallow right now, bro.
I feel like, Hello?
I don't get it.
What?
If you know, you know.
Wait, I'm looking at a burnt marshmallow.
I don't know.
I don't get it. Is this like an inside joke?
No?
It can be, I don't know.
Yeah, if you know, you know. You don't know ball. I guess not. Steph Curry. I don't know.
Oh, man. Dang it.
Right.
Is your goal to be the best player of Aycock ever?
In one season, yes. My career stats in one season. I don't think anybody's going to beat that. I don't even believe myself that I have 40 goals, 30 plus assists, 100 plus points in one season. I mean, I looked up, I think it's Aaron Hernandez or Aaron something from 2005 to 2008. He was in high school. And he has the career goals and career assists. So I think I'm not going to beat it. His career goals was like 105. Mine, I'm at like 97, 98.
It's 8
You
goals
could
in
beat
2
that.
games.
You could beat that.
8 goals
I
in
could-
the 2
if-
biggest games.
You'd
of
have to
life.
get all the goals.
If Drew Huff,
for
Drew
the
Tuff,
next 2
Drew
games.
Tuff, Drew more than enough locks in, Drew Huff could beat it. But the assist is, I think he's at 85. I'm at like 70 something.
8 goals and 13 assists in 2 games.
You got
You
time.
can do that.
I believe in you.
No, but I feel like
Crazy scores.
I think my like records that I've set in one season, I don't think it's gonna get broken like 10 years. 40 plus goals and 30 plus assists is ridiculous. Moving like prime Ronaldo.
All right, well, Joseph's getting a little mad at us, so I think it may be time to wrap this up. Thank y'all so much for being on here.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us. It was amazing.
Hopefully we'll see y'all on another podcast when we win states.
We'll see you next week then,
Potentially.
yeah?
Maybe.
Potentially.
Bring the whole team in here.
Thank you for joining us on
Inside the Nest.